All right, good morning. I am Mark Fox with the Sports Information Department, and I am
Morning.
here with cross-country trainer Hannah Morales. Hannah is a first-year grad student like myself. First of all, good morning, Hannah. Thank you so much for meeting with us
No
today.
problem.
All right, now you are a trainer for the cross-country team, like we said, but you've done some other sports. But first, why don't you just tell us a little bit about yourself? Where are you from? Where'd you go for your undergrad? And how did you decide you wanted to be an athletic trainer?
So I'm from Lafayette, Louisiana, about 2 hours south of here. I went to the University of Louisiana Lafayette for my undergraduate degree in athletic training. I got into athletic training because I wanted to help people, but I kind of wanted to stay in the athletic realm of things, and I really enjoy helping people get from the point of injury to where they're able to get back and fully play again.
Gotcha. And like we said, you're with the cross country team, and obviously, it's a strenuous sport, but it's not high impact for the most part, or whatever. So you're not going to have the same type of injuries that you would have for, football or something like that. But one of the things I know that you really emphasize is the importance of getting plenty of water, which, of course, here in Louisiana, especially early in the fall season when it's still in the upper 90s, that's really, really important. And I don't want to minimize anyone's injuries, but how much of what you deal with just boils down to people simply aren't drinking enough water?
I would say about 50%.
Okay.
The other, we'll say 40, is just recovery. Making sure they get enough sleep, making sure they eat right, things of that nature.
Gotcha. I was always told growing up that the average person used to be drinking about 64 ounces of water today. They said, 8 ounces glasses, they always told me. For athletes, I would think that would be a good bit higher, especially, when it's hot and you're sweating a lot and you're losing, a lot more water than probably people would be just, inside or anything like that. Do you have maybe a good rule of thumb for knowing if you're properly hydrated? And how do you tell your athletes, if they know that they've gotten enough water or not?
So definitely, like outdoor sports, especially if you start sweating, you need to drink more water. I will say that if you're thirsty, that means you're already a little bit dehydrated and need to start drinking water. Another good way to tell is if when you go to the bathroom, if your urine isn't clear, or if it's a very, if your urine is like a dark yellow, you're behind and you need to catch up on drinking water.
Gotcha. So really probably, you can't really drink too much or whatever for the most part.
There is a way to, but it's always better to drink more.
Right. Gotcha. Okay. Do you put much stock in? Probably sometimes, but for the most part, pure water is the best. That's better than like Gatorade or sports drinks and things like that.
Depends. If you're out and you're sweating for if you're out like at football practice and they're practicing for more than 3 hours and it's a strenuous activity, then I would definitely say you more than likely need Powerade. But if we're just running and just playing recreational basketball, you don't need Powerade. You just need to drink water.
Gotcha. Okay. And we said before you've had some experience with other sports. What kind of stuff do you do that's specific to cross country that you might be different? Because you said you've done basketball and softball and things like that, but obviously probably you're dealing with more upper body stuff with them than you would with cross country.
Cross country is definitely a lower body course. It's a lot of hip, and a lot of shin and ankle, for sure.
Okay, so just a lot of stretching and like massaging muscles, things like that kind of?
A roundabout, and then a couple of exercises here and there to just strengthen up those joints.
Gotcha. Okay, like we said, you're a graduate student as well. What do you plan to do after you finish this program?
So after I graduate from Northwestern State, I hope to find a full-time position as an athletic trainer at a Division I institution. We'll see how that goes.
Okay. Do you just sort of, in general, you hoping to stick with cross country or any other sport, or?
Preferably a women's sport, like softball, women's basketball, but I'm not opposed to working track and field.
Gotcha. All right, well, thank you so much. Once again, this has been first-year graduate student Hannah Morales, who is the athletic trainer for the cross-country team. Hannah, I know your athletes are aware and appreciate what you do, but I think a lot of the, people who watch, they probably sort of have a general idea, but it's important to know some of the more behind-the-scenes people that really help out the team. So we appreciate you guys and what you do for the teams here, for sure. And thanks for meeting with us today.
Of course.
All right, Floricum Demons.
Floricum.